Hey everyone, welcome back to the Master tutorial series. In this video, we are going to manage our user dashboard. So we are going to do a lot of updates in the user dashboard. First will be the user profile. The second will be the progress summary. So we have to show the total quizzes attempted by the user, average score, and quiz history. So we will show the name, attempted time, and score, and then we will have the bar chart for the leaderboard. So we will have a leaderboard where all the users and their total score for all the attempts will be shown as a bar chart. And then the last will be the select quizzes section where user can select the quiz for, a user can attempt the quiz based on their interest on the subject and the chapter. So the chapter and chapter selection will be there. So using that selection, user can select the quiz. Okay. So let's start with the user profile section first. Before that, so for the user profile, we need to do for the user dashboard. So if we check root.py, just run the server run.py. Okay, so we are in the user dashboard, and this dashboard we need to change. And also, um, so we have to show all the user profile, progress detail, and quiz history and all here. Also, we need to refactor this UI. Like we also need the sidebar as similar to the admin dashboard. And so we have to do the similar, but the problem is admin layout is using a normal layout. So we have to separate both layout, the admin layout and the normal layout. So it will not interact with each other. So no information, or if we are adding the navigation for the leaderboard and um, the quick select, so it will not go to the admin. Okay, so that's why we need to separate both layout now. Okay, so just do that thing first. Okay, so copy the layout.html file from the main layout and then go to the admin layout. Okay, and then we have to refactor this. So for refactoring, what we needed, doc type HTML head, block head we also needed, and the title we will be having something like quiz master admin. Okay, at the title. uh, so at the end of the title we will have the quiz master admin, and the block title can be provided from any template. The end block is here for the head, and the style will be similar because um, we need the errors as well as the flash messages, and the table we already have on the admin. And okay, all these things we needed. Then we have the body, all the messages similarly, and then okay, then we have to refactor this part because we need an other navigation and the content part. Okay. Okay, so start with this. What we have in the admin layout. So in the admin layout, we have one more style. So copy this one, okay, and remove. Uh, just copy this one first and paste here. Okay, next. Um, next we have one more head, the admin head. Why we have used? Okay, we have used this admin head in the dashboard where we have provided these two files. Okay, that can be done with the head also. So block head only, and for if we don't want to replace the blockhead, we have to use the super. okay, before adding any other updates. So then it will first render the whatever data is here, and then it will render this one inside this. Okay, so using the super it will work. So admin head we don't need, and admin head we can remove. Okay, remove this whole thing from here. um, this one. Okay, okay, and then we are not going to extend the layout file. We are creating our own admin layout. Okay, in the block content we have this kind of structure: div, class, container, and the end block. Okay, so just remove this one, and the content block. In the content block body, okay, we needed the content, our content here. So if user is authenticated, and then this block content. Okay, so um, just add here the container, and then our main block is this one. Okay, okay, and then we can remove this CRUD functionality. Okay, the we have to use the CRUD. Okay, for all the pages. So we have to use the content, not the CRUD. Okay, so just remove the CRUD for from here, and all the detail we have to feed here in the content. Okay, and remove navigation for these. What we can keep, you can keep the, we don't need this one, home. Then we don't need to register. If the user is authenticated, we just need the logout, and we needed um, okay, I guess we are okay, we don't need anything. Okay, 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 just keep this as it is. Okay, we'll factor this also. Then auto refactoring, what we have done the major update, this one. So we have removed the CRUD. So for all the templates, we have to write the data inside the content, not the CRUD. So in the admin templates, all one by one, go to the CRUD part. Okay, so find the CRUD. So it's in the add chapter. Use the content block. Okay. Similarly, in the add question, use the content. The add quiz, use the content. The add subject, add content. So block, all the block will be now the content. Okay, because we have created a separate template for admin layout. Okay, it's chapters, edit quiz. We can also update all by ones, but we'll do one by one. Okay, that will be good. So manage quizzes, manage subject, manage users. Okay, so we have updated according to our admin layout template, and now just check our template, admin layout template. Go to the admin section. This was the output for error output when we started the template refactoring. Okay, now we have updated. Um, okay, what we are getting here, this is a block reference object, so we are getting some data. Okay, I guess, and what it is, it's in the admin layout. It's in the admin layout what it is. Um, what it is. Get classes. If current user is authenticated, so the logout. Are we getting the logout? Yeah, we are getting the logout. And before the logout, end with. Okay, this is okay. Um, and if current user is authenticated or full name. Okay, I think all the things are working. Just this one reference, what it is. Okay, it's just the string. Okay, do one thing. Just uh, close the server again. Okay, and run it. Okay, and now reload this page. Okay, we are still getting this Jinja to runtime block reference object. Um, okay, we need to now debug it, what it is. So just first check all the sections whether all are working or not. So dashboard we are on the dashboard, manage subjects, it is working, it is looking okay, fine. The chapters, it is also working fine. Quizzes, okay, manage users. So all is as earlier. Okay, the manage subject, manage chapters, we are not getting the error. Just on the dashboard we are getting this. So it is related to the dashboard. Okay, so go to the dashboard, admin dashboard. So we are doing something wrong here, I guess. So extending the admin using the admin layout, that is fine. The block title is admin dashboard, that is also fine. No issue. Block head, and then super. Okay. So here only we have used this way. Okay. So use the super as a calling method. Okay. Cool. Now reload this. Okay. That error gone, and we are done with the admin dashboard. Okay. Redmi is working fine and separated from the external layout. The admin layout is different now. Okay. Next, we start working with our main layout. Okay, because we have to work on the user dashboard. Okay. So come to the user dashboard. How it looks now. Okay. So we need the similar a sidebar and then the content here at the right. Okay. So for doing that, what we can do, we can just copy the some of the styles uh, from the admin layout, like this container style we can copy, and that we can put here. Okay, and then uh, we have to have this block. Okay, this kind of block, and then where okay, so we have to paste it here, the container block, and the UL inside the ULLI we will have the links for the user, like the leaderboard will have this, the quick select we will have. Okay, this kind of URL for the user only, and then we will have the block content here, so remove it from here. Okay, and remove for now all the links. Okay, can make some li for testing purpose. Link 1, link 2. Okay, now reload the user dashboard page, and it's similar to the admin dashboard page. Okay, so links at the left side and the content at the right side. Okay, cool. Also we can now change the CSS for this table here, cause we don't have two links here, so we can also give the 10% here. Okay, So like 10%. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have extracted our layouts, or we have separated our layouts for admin, for normal. And now using this layout, now we will have the user profile, progress summary, quiz history on the user dashboard. Okay, so let's start with the user profile. So we have the dashboard, user dashboard. Okay, where for now we are just temporarily showing the quiz details, or quiz to for the attempt. Okay, but we will remove this from here, and we will have a separate link like the quiz select, where we can list all the quizzes, and we will also add the filters, okay, to filter the quizzes based on the subject and the chapters. Okay, here we will have the user profile, progress summary, and quiz history. Okay, so let's start updating our template. So for the user profile, open the dashboard template also. Remove this content, whole content from here. Or do we need anything? Can we add the table for? Okay, we will. Okay, just remove this. We will create whole data. Okay, so let's start with the user detail. Okay, um, so create a one div for user detail, or user profile, just the user profile. Okay, and inside this you will have two div. Okay, so one will be showing the details of the user, and the other will show the stat of the user. Okay, stats. Okay, now in the details, what uh, we want user details like the username, full name, qualification, and the DOB. Okay, so just add one by one, and before that, create a style, or just create the add content first. So span username, and then comment the username here using current user dot username. Okay, save this, reload the page. Okay, we have this data, but um, we need to format a little bit. Okay, so first add one more thing. um, Add the heading. Okay, so your details, similarly here, progress summary, progress summary. Okay, and make a div here and wrap all the details inside this div, and make this div as a class as key value, because we have to just like uh, show the key and the value, so we can style this. Okay, so go to the layout, normal layout, not the admin, and add a key here, because this kind of data we will use like at multiple places, so that's why this needs to have one class. So we are going to have one display as grid, and then grid templates columns as one fr, one fraction, and one fraction. So it will have only two things, the key and the value. Okay, okay, so if just reload, so it will show like this, username and money at the test. Okay, okay, Now we can add one more style for details here. Like what we want details and stats side by side. Like 50% will take the detail section and the 50% will take the summary section. Okay. So how we can do that? A similar way, one fraction. So we can also use this key value here, but just leave this cause might be we will have more styles. So that's why um, what we can do the similar style we can also implement here. So inside the block head, sorry, block head, and that will be upside, okay, not inside the content. So block head, and then end block, okay, and inside this one we will style for this page. So style details, and details will be the similar display grid, and we are going to part it into which two parts. So that will be grid templates columns, one fr and one fr, and save it, reload it. So there is some error. Again, might be we need to add the super also inside the block head, so it will not replace whole data from the head. Okay, and then what the error we have done? So details has the okay, okay. So what we have done wrong? Okay, we have to make this one, not the details. Okay, so this will be the 50%. This will be the 50%. Okay, not the details. So dot user profile. Okay, and then reload this, and now we have two parts: user details and progress summary. So all both taking the 50% of the space. You can also inspect and check if they are taking the 50% or not. So you can check here. This is taking the 50%, right? And the other is taking the 50%. Okay, and total is 100, right? These are just HTML CSS things. So we are not concerned about coach. Our focus is not HTML CSS. Okay, cool. Um, okay, so we have added the user profile. Okay, more details we want. Okay, so add that. Copy for full name, for qualification, and for DOB. Okay, so full name, full name. That will be that it will be full name, and then it will be the qualification. This will also be qualification, and the last will be DOB, and that will be date of birth. Okay, so we have four details here. Okay, q full name. Okay, okay, now correct. For this user we haven't filled any qualification, so it is blank. Okay, but for other users we have in the sample users, so it's okay. Okay, so we are done with the your details section. Now we have to work on the progress summary. Okay, in the progress summary, what we will show the total quizzes attempted by the user and the average score of for the user. Okay, so how we will do that? Uh, for doing that, we have to, in our dashboard route, we have to find the scores. Okay, so first find the scores, then I'll let you know what we are um, doing. So score dot query dot filter by user ID equal to current user dot ID dot all. Okay, and then total attempted quizzes. Okay, so what we are doing, if user has attempted a quiz, so there must be a record, there must be a score record for the user, right? And that shows that like user has attempted the quiz. Okay, so what we need to do, what we can just if we need to know how many quizzes user attempted, so we can just count the score record, and that will be equal to the total attempted quizzes, because if user has attempted the quiz, so it will have the score record. Okay, so you have to just count the score, and that will be total attempted quizzes. Okay, so we have fetched our scores for the user. Now we can check the length of the scores. So how many score record are there? That will be the total attempted quizzes. Okay, next we need to find the average score. Okay, so the average score will be the total scored in the scores. Okay, so the sum of total scored in scores and out of the length of scores. Okay, so that will be the sum of s dot total scored for score for s in scores. Okay, and then out of len scores, but we already calculating the length, so we can directly use this variable here. Okay, and then we will have the average score, but it might be a problem like the length of score could be 0 too. Okay, so this will work only if uh, if the total temperature quiz greater than 0. Okay, else whole thing will be 0. Okay, so if total attempted quiz greater than 0, then this will work. Otherwise, we will consider whole variable as 0. So average score will be 0. Okay. If we are not adding this, so there could be a problem, like might be the user doesn't have any score, or doesn't haven't attempted any quizzes, so the length will be 0, and when we divide by 0, so there could be a serious issue. Okay, that's why um, you have to make this way, so it will not give you error. Okay, cool. So we have two records, the total attempted quizzes and the average score, that we want to pass to the template. Okay, and we don't want the quizzes. Okay, here. Okay, so total attempted quizzes will be total attempted quizzes, and the average score will be average score. Okay, so passed these two value. Okay, and in the dashboard we have to show. So we'll create similar this structure. Okay, key value here also, and in the key value, the first will be total attempted quizzes, and the second will be average score. Okay, so remove these two block and fill the value that we have passed. The total attempted quizzes we have passed, and then we have also passed the average score. Okay, there might be average score, like could be something around like there could be digits after the decimals, like 2, 3, 4. So that's why we can use this round 2, that will fix the points after the decimal. Okay, So save this and reload the page again, and we have total quizzes as 2 and every score as 1.5. Okay, so we built both these section. Okay, cool. The next we will create the quiz history where we will show the quiz name, attempted time and scored. Okay, so for creating the quiz history, this was for the user profile section. We will create one more section here for the quiz history. Okay, so give a class quiz history. Not sure if we are doing anything with the style or not, but at least it is a placeholder, so we can also find where is the quiz history. Okay, cool. So inside the quiz history, we need to create the table. Okay, so we need to create the table similar to any table. Um, but we will show the details from the quiz and score. Okay, so just create the table first. So table structure. Okay, th, head, and then tr, and then th, and the first th will be the quiz name. Okay, the second will be attempted time. Okay, so when the user submit, so the time like we are recording the attempt the time stamp. Okay, when the user submits the quiz. Okay, so that is by default automatically calculated. So you just need to fetch attempted time, and then what we needed the total scored. Okay, for the quiz. So three column we needed. So similarly we need to create for t body here, and that will be the tr and td. 3 td we needed, and we have to pass the data first. Okay, so we have created this element for quiz history. Okay, table t head tr t body. Now we'll pass the data so we can render it here. Okay, we will also add a heading quiz history and reload the page once. It will show something like this: total scored, not the scored. Okay, okay, okay. Now pass the data. So what data we needed? For showing the quiz name, attempted time, and total score, these are all the fields from the score. Just the quiz name we don't have on the score, but the attempted time and the total score we have on the score. Also, the quiz history only uh, like only for the score. Like if the user has attempted the quiz, so there must be a quiz history for that. So basically, when the user attempt the quiz, we also create the score record. So score record is the part of the history basically. Okay, so you have to work this score record to render all this thing. Okay, so scores we already fetched uh, while showing this total attempted quizzes and every score. So just you can pass this data scores, and then we can use the loop here for creating a different for creating the row. And for looping we need a for loop for score in scores that we have passed, and then end the for loop. Okay, and then omit the values required. Okay, so score uh, dot, so score has the quiz id. Okay, so if score has the quiz id, so we can access the score dot quiz, and if we access the quiz, so we can access the quiz dot name. Okay, the next will be the timestamp. Okay, So timestamp will be score.timestamp. So we have a timestamp field in the score, this one, okay, score.timestamp, and then we have to format this data, but just leave it for now. And the last will be total score. So score will be dot total score that we already have. So we don't need to calculate or nothing we have to do. Just reload this. Okay, we are getting the error. Has no attribute quiz. F.models.score object has no attribute. I think there's some relationship issue. Okay. So we are fetching score.quiz.name. So in the models, score.quiz ID we have, but in the quiz ID we, okay. So we haven't created a relation with the scores and the backref with the quiz from the score. Okay. So we have to create one more scores from db dot relationship. So the quiz will have uh, scores using the table score. So quiz has many scores. Okay. And backref, creating the backref, score will have score can also fetch the quiz. Okay. And then lazy true. So it will not unnecessary being loaded. Okay. Load it. Now the relationship must work. Okay. Okay, cool. So quiz name, quiz 2, and we just need the formatting for this time. Okay, we don't want to show the seconds. So what we can do is go to timestamp dot strf time. Okay, that is a Python syntax, and then we can format our datetime percent %y percent. There are a lot of formats listed there in the strf time. You can use any one of them. Okay, so reload this now, and seconds gone. Okay, so we just have the date and the time in hour and minutes. Okay, so quiz history we also created. Okay, in the quiz history we are showing quiz name, attempted time, and total score. Okay, so quiz first user attempted at this time, and the score was 0 because it was automatically being submitted when the time was finished. Okay, and then the user submitted the quiz 2 where all the answers were true, so user got the 3 scores. Okay, cool. So we have created our user dashboard where we have um, listed the your details, progress summary, and quiz history on the user dashboard page. Okay, next we will create the leaderboard. Okay, where we will show uh, total score from each of the user. Okay, so it will be a bar chart where user can see like from the platform which user is on top. Okay,